Co-parenting with a narcissistic ex can be really challenging, but it's essential to prioritize the well-being of your child. The first thing to think about is to really focus on your child or your children and keeping your child's best interests at the forefront of your decisions and your actions. Remember that your main goal is to provide a stable and loving environment for your child. The second thing is to remember that they practice gaslighting, so make sure that you set clear boundaries. Clearly define the responsibilities, expectations, and the limitations to minimize those conflicts. Structuring everything, laying everything out, putting it all down in writing. It's then very difficult for that person to do gaslighting with you because it's actually in writing and it's all been agreed. Leads from that point is to maintain a detailed record of all your interactions regarding co-parenting matters, because that documentation can be useful if the case becomes legal or an intervention is necessary or you need some evidence of their behavior. The fourth thing to think about is to communicate through writing. Wherever possible, communicate with your ex-partner in writing, such as via email or text message. This approach allows for a record of your conversations and reduces the likelihood of miscommunication or manipulation. Narcissists like to trigger you, and what they do is they layer the triggers. So oftentimes what makes people crazy is there could be 3 or 4 triggers in one conversation. That then dysregulates the person and they start to kind of react emotionally. And then they are gaslit by the fact that they're reacting emotionally. The fifth thing to think about and consider is to consider parallel parenting. And this approach involves minimizing direct communication and interactions with your ex-partner. It focuses instead on a completely separate parenting style and routine while keeping the child's well-being in mind. You can control what you can control. This is your parenting style, these are your routines, these are your structures. Letting go of the fact that when they are with the co-parent, things might fly out the window and different things might occur. Keeping their well-being in mind and explaining and training them on how to deal with the differences makes them more resilient overall. The sixth thing you can think about is to seek support. So reach out to family, friends, support groups who can empathize with your situation. But I would recommend to not necessarily just join a narcissistic abuse forum or let's bash the narcissist club, because what that does is it fuels more and more victim behavior. It kind of gives you a platform to share your terrible story, but doesn't necessarily give you strategies and tactics for how to handle it and get creative and thrive and succeed and grow and change. Number 7 is to be proactive in the legal matters. If necessary, consult with a family lawyer to understand your rights and your obligations. It's important to have a legal professional guide you throughout all the steps that you take, because there could be conflicts and there could be moments where you need to protect your child's interests. Number 8, do not engage in power struggles. Narcissists thrive on control and they love power struggles. So avoid engaging in arguments or attempts to change your ex-partner's behavior. They don't like being controlled anyway. So focus on maintaining a peaceful and stable environment for your child. Number 9, model healthy behavior. Be a positive role model for your child or children by demonstrating healthy and respectful behavior. Your child is going to learn valuable lessons about empathy, emotional intelligence, and conflict resolution by observing your actions. So act in a way where you feel like your behavior is constantly being video recorded. Number 10, practice self-care. Co-parenting with a narcissistic ex can be very emotionally draining, so taking care of yourself by practicing self-care is important. Engage in activities that bring you joy and seek therapy if you need to. Make sure you join our Narcissistic Abuse Recovery program if you need some steps and strategies for how to better co-parent with a narcissist. Prioritize your physical and mental well-being. Taking care of yourself will enable you to be a better parent for your child.